Hi, so I'm Charlotte Fraza, a second-year Computational Neuroscience PhD student at the Donders Institute in the Netherlands. And today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about truly relaxing, because I was replacing this statistics professor the other week at this beautiful place called Koersendonk in Belgium. And whilst I was teaching there, I sat across from this psychiatrist during dinner, and he told me that when he's really stressed, he has the tendency to just go home and binge watch a lot of Netflix series and eat a lot of junk food. And we kind of came on the concept of truly relaxing versus just coping with stress. So today I want to talk you through our conversation and give you 3 things that I learned about how to truly relax versus just coping with stress. So hopefully you learned something, and let's get straight into it. So I think one of the first things you have to do if you are struggling a little bit with stress is to identify what truly relaxes you. So when I think of truly relaxing, for example, I think of buying books and reading books. Those are 2 different hobbies, by the way. Or I think of really going back to my body and like doing exercise, for example. Whereas when I think of coping with stress, it's more like sitting on the couch and binge watching Netflix. And I think usually when we're at the point that we're really stressed, it's already a little bit too late to truly identify what relaxes us. So I would try to write down what relaxes you before you are already at the breaking point of stress, because I think at that point it's already a little bit too late. So if you have some time right now, just write down 3 things that really relax you, and you can also put it down in the comments below, because I would love to read how other people truly wind down. So the second thing is to do it when you are not stressed yet. So maybe you recognize this, that when you have a really busy exam week and you're super stressed, you can think of 1,000 things to do, but as soon as the exam week is over, you're kind of left in this empty place of what did I want to do with my life? So I think it's good to think about the things that relax you when you are in a very relaxed moment. And one of the things that I've really learned is when you feel a stressful moment coming, it's kind of good to already imagine this stressful moment and kind of work yourself through it. So imagine yourself at that stressful presentation, how you will feel, how your body will feel, and also what you will do after to calm down. Because I think we can already mentally prepare ourselves for quite stressful moments if we go to this mental exercise of seeing the stressful moment and also seeing how you will cope with it. And then the last thing I want to give as advice is to think of peak stress moments and peak rest moments. So I think throughout the year we usually plan for really stressful activities, so we plan all of those in, but we don't really plan in really truly restful weeks. And I think this is something I've learned that it is really important. So for example, I would try to every 3 months. 3 months for me works really well, but maybe you need it a little bit more or a little bit less. But every 3 months to plan in a longer period where you're truly resting. And for me, that's like deconnecting from my work, deconnecting from the internet, my computer, and usually going back into nature with a couple of friends. So I love going to the forest, for example, or rivers. They are just environments that truly inspire and relax me. And I also love being in bookstores all day and like just reading different authors and getting new information that's not necessarily related to my field. But I try to, in my year, about every 3 months to really plan in a longer period. So a week or at least a weekend to truly let go of some of the stressors from daily life. And I would call this versus deep work. I would kind of call it deep rest. So yeah, these were just some short tips that I learned on deep rest versus like a shallow rest, I would almost call it. Let me know what you think, and I'm really curious about your experience and how you truly deeply rest or get over a stressful period. So put it down in the comments below, and otherwise see you next week. Bye.